point that the situations get like this, I mean, I gotta file. Well, because I'm not going to give people what I worked for. They're going to have to work for it too.
It's DJ Akademiks, and check it out, because one thing for sure, 50 Cent ain't having the time of his life with his goddamn bankruptcy filing, because as you guys should know, 50 Cent, in order to avoid paying out a couple of debts he owed, pretty much he filed for bankruptcy. Now, let me tell you, and let's go way back, let me tell you how much interest some of these things even generates. Now, first and foremost, the biggest debt he has on his personal platform is that he owes $18 million to Sleek. Now, here's the thing. Basically, Sleek accused him back in the day, like, yo, when you were with us, you basically had all the access to all the information. You and a couple of the co-workers, you then stole our design, business tactics, and also customer information that you guys could go to another company, acquire customers, and kind of give the same type of design and also quality. Basically, they sued 50 Cent, not SMS, 50 Cent, and the judge said, that's kind of true. You kind of got the proof that 50 kind of had these employees do these things on his behalf. So the judge granted them a $16.1 million judgment, okay? Now, here's the thing. 50 got to pay the $16.1 million in addition to Sleek's lawyer fee as well. Now, 50 Cent was stalling to pay. This is like a year or 2 years ago now. Eventually, and now when he filed his documents in bankruptcy court, the money that's owed now is not $16.1 million. It's $18.4 at this point, right? Now, then comes Rick Ross' baby mama. She comes like, listen, I'm trying to become the highest paid porn star since Kim K, okay? Now, 50 Cent was a whole bunch of giggling, exposing Rick Ross' baby moms back in like '08. 50 Cent claimed, and everybody told us 50 Cent was playing chess while Rick Ross is playing checkers, and fuck it, he might be eating at checkers, right? People just said that's what's the thing, okay? Now, it's come to light that a judge actually sided with Ricky Rose's baby moms, and it's another court loss of 50 Cent. He owes $5 million. Now, the legal bills are mounting up just for those two things. He owes over $23 million, right? But that's not it. Because Ricky Rose's baby moms, she's like, wait, I need more than that. I need some punitive damages. She asked for $20 million. Now, that's when 50 Cent hit the red emergency button and said, oh, hell no. Okay, let's stop the bleeding. He did a strategic move. And I keep telling people because people get so fucked up and confused. They're like, yo, this is such a smart move. Listen, no fucking Einstein wakes up in the morning and says, I got to file for bankruptcy today. This is the smartest move. It's not something that's smart just by itself, okay? Now, is it a strategic move that's a smart move in response to you own a lot of debt? Yes. Now, the best thing would be not owe a lot of debt. And obviously, 50 did not avoid that. Anyway, okay. Basically, bankruptcy for 50 Cent was to stop a jury from deciding on how much more millions Rick Ross' baby moms would get, and even if she would get the full 20. Except, her lawyers really want that bread because it did kind of hold it off for like 2 or 3 days. But they showed up in court on Friday, federal court in Connecticut. And that's the same state, by the way, that 50 Cent filed for bankruptcy. And they had a federal judge make a ruling that says, 50, despite you filing for bankruptcy, the jury is still going to decide on punitive damages on Monday. So there's going to be extra charges or extra money that 50 Cent got to pay. Now, that's a big blow because if we were to believe the only reason why 50 Cent filed for bankruptcy at all was to avoid this whole thing, well, basically, he just failed because the jury is going to award punitive damages on Monday, or at least they're going to continue on Monday. Now, it's interesting to say the least. Now, 50 Cent full financial obligations were listed as well. I mean, we kind of get to see what's on his personal playbook. He pretty much owes, like, in addition to those big $18 and $5 million debts, he also owes $137,000 to Bentley for a car he leases. He also owes $65,000 to American Express because he uses a credit card, and even like $1,500, I believe like $1,200 to his grandpops, okay? Now, it would be irresponsible for us to make a definitive decision or even answer the question like, is he broke or is he not? Actually, common sense and our perception of 50 Cent says, hell no, 50 Cent can't be broke. Being broke is for niggas like Ja Rule, MC Hammer, definitely not Fifth, okay? But what is known, because we can't really speculate on that, who knows? I mean, listen, let me tell you this, surprise, if somebody has $1 billion and then they have $3 billion in debt, they're kind of broke. They're just broke on a completely rich nigga level. Now, here's the thing, because 50 Cent's claiming that he personally owes $28.4 million. Now, everyone's arguing, is he rich, is he not, blah, blah. Clearly, at least personally, he doesn't have the money. Okay, we could come to an agreement and say that. Now, the concept of is 50 rich, we have to look at his businesses, because when you file for bankruptcy, you're basically saying, I don't have enough personal assets to really take care of my obligations. So can you then reorganize my shit? So the judge is actually going to take over 50 Cent finances and basically going to do whatever he wants. He might say, okay, we got to sell this Connecticut mansion. It was good, but we got to sell it. Might be for more, might be for less, depends on the market. They're going to move a lot of things around to try to pay back as much debt as they can. Now, listen, maybe some people don't get all the money they want. Sleek, I don't know if you get no 18 million, maybe you get 10. But for 50 Cent, at least it doesn't affect other things he got going on. But as far as his wealth, right, or how rich he is, right, we got to look at his companies. Look at his companies, because that's where the money that won't be touched is at, right? Now, there's a lot of people thinking, oh, man, he probably got a lot of money on these offshore accounts. He probably got him stashing these dummy things. Let me tell you this, okay? Because in reality, when you file for bankruptcy, you're fucking with the government, okay? If you want to risk jail and do all type of shady things, talking about you got $50 million sitting in Switzerland, all right? If you move money out of the country, there's a way to do it, and you have to pay a lot of money. So if you think he just somehow just stashed money somewhere else outside the country and the government won't find it and won't put him in jail, listen, tax evasion, they always put people in jail for tax evasion. When you come to play with money, people put you in jail. For lying in bankruptcy, they'll definitely put your ass in jail. I don't think 50 would do that, okay? Now, we just got to look at his companies. So for everybody who's debating, is he rich, is he not, just look at his companies and we'll find out, okay? I mean, SMS Audio, SMS Promotion. SMS Promotion did go under, though. So SMS Audio is still popping, or you could guess how much, if it's popping or not. SMS Audio, SK, This Is 50, G-Unit Films, Effin' Vodka, Frigo. What else does 50 got going on? I mean, he's a part of Power, but he's not like getting 10 million a goddamn year. But I mean, he's probably getting maybe one or two. So who knows? Like, we can't really make that determination. But if you're going to check his wealth, you probably are best off looking at his companies. All right. So what do you guys think, man? And all those companies I named, by the way, he reportedly had some equity in it. Listen, that's the worth of those companies. You be the judge. But essentially, a judge is seeing that whatever 50 Cent is doing now, they're calling it a charade, and then they're saying, listen, we're not buying it. He's stuck between a rock and a hard place. He got to appear broke for the judges and for the bankruptcy proceeding. But for his fans who are there on his Instagram, everybody's like, yo, dog, are you really broke? You got to still kind of make it look to them like, yo, listen, I'm fake broke. So we don't know. So get in the comment box, make sure you guys like, definitely subscribe to your boy, the Akademiks. I'm out.